Thanks for watching the video, guys. Now I'm still trying to give away this brand new pair of Nike Air Force Ones. They're a UK size 10, and all you've got to do to be with a chance of winning these is subscribe to the Sports Center YouTube channel. That's it. It's completely free, doesn't cost you a penny, and as soon as I hit 100 subscribers, these are getting sent to an unlucky winner. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now, and I'll catch you in a bit. Hello and welcome to the Sports Center YouTube channel. Me and Carl are here, and I feel like we've got a bit of a Spanish theme going on this week, Carl.
Well, I can't remember what we've done this week.
Well, obviously yesterday we were talking about Conor Gallagher going to Atletico Madrid.
And Barcelona.
Or was that last week? And then obviously today we've got the big breaking news that apparently Man City have agreed a deal with Atletico Madrid for Julian Alvarez.
Big signing. Big money being splashed by Atletico.
I know, I was going to say that. They're
not renowned for spending big money, are they?
No, I've been racking my brains a little bit today. I've been thinking they're not normally renowned for splashing the cash in, especially on younger talent. They normally try and kind of pluck the younger talents early doors, don't they? And then they're the ones that sell them on for big money.
Yeah.
What do you reckon to this one?
Strange, but I can understand why he wants to leave.
Why do you think strange? Just go on, just before we jump in, why do you think it's strange?
I don't know, to be honest. Because you don't really hear Atletico in the market for this sort of valuations. That's why I think it's strange. I don't think it's a strange move for him. I think it'd be a good move for him. It'll definitely be first choice.
So let me just jump in there. So when you just say it's an un-Atletico kind of thing, do you think, and this has just come to me now, do you think Atletico have smelt blood a little bit? And by what I mean by that is, like Barcelona, it was always Real Madrid and Barcelona, the two giants, and Atletico kind of fit in wherever they could, didn't they, in terms of trophies they picked up. And, they got a couple every now and again. Do you think they've maybe sniffed a bit of blood and thought, hang on a minute, Barcelona are in a bit of turmoil financially off the field? We can be the number 2 club, if you like, in Spain.
Maybe, but that sort of contradicts what we did say about the Barcelona episode we did a few days ago, in the fact that we think that they're on like a resurgence, an upwards trajectory. But you might be right. But I think if you had the cash, you would want to challenge both, or anyone, whether they were one team or 21 teams, you'd want to challenge them.
Do you think it's a good sign for Atletico? Do you think it's a good sign for City? Do you think there's a winner in this, or do you think both parties are pretty happy?
I think Atletico are paying a little bit too much money for him. I think they only bought him for 14 mil. Did City 2 years ago.
Yeah. Just looking at his stats now. So last season, 54 appearances, 19 goals, 13 assists.
So 54 appearances, and he wants to play more games time. He wants to play more games time. He's not going to get many more. Granted, a lot of them will be substitutions. Well, but he did start quite a lot as well.
You say that. So I had a look last season in the Premier League. I ain't got his Champions League stuff in the Premier League. Out of his, bear with me 1 second. I've literally just had it up now. I just need to flip my window. So in the Premier League alone, 36 appearances. Go on, have a guess at how many substitute appearances.
10.
5.
So what does he want then? It doesn't make sense. He wants more game time, but he's getting it. Does he just want to be the main man? Is that the point? And he's never going to be the main man there, or not for the foreseeable.
I'm going to say he's 24-year-old now, and I reckon probably you'd say for the next 2 seasons, Haaland's probably not going anywhere. That might even extend longer than that. But like you say, for the foreseeable future, he is not going to be the main man.
But I think, what do you think about the valuation? Do you think it's a bit pricey, or I think it's a touch pricey?
I definitely think it's pricey, but I think Atletico have probably come in, kind of slapped the checkbook on the table, and Man City have gone, thank you very much, sort of thing. It's one of them where they could have come in at 65, 70 million, and it could have just been a transfer sign that went back and forth for next month. Whereas I think Atletico thought, do you know what? Let's get us business done. They seem to be kind of grabbing the bull by, like I say, with the Conor Gallagher deal, and they're kind of grabbing the bull by the horns, and they
Yeah,
obviously want to get the squad assembled early doors.
they do, which is good for me. I wish my team were doing that. My team just fanny about and fanny about. Liverpool tend to be really good at getting the deals done.
Mm.
They just go in and get the player. Man United used to do the same, so I don't blame Atletico for doing that. But I do think it's probably 10, 15 million overpriced. I think around 65s would have been right for him. I think.
I just said 70, 75. I think he's got a lot of years in front of him. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong, I've not seen that much of him because obviously I'm not a predominant watcher of Man City games, but you know, he's a regular in the Argentina team. He gets more game time than what I thought for City. So he's obviously doing something right. He's a really good player.
I do think that. Well, obviously now City are going to get just short of 70 million on bottom line.
Mm.
To help with their PSR shit. So I think if not this window, the next couple of windows, I think I can see him getting someone. I don't know who, like spending another, like they did with the Jack Grealish, another £100 million player. I can see him doing that to replace De Bruyne. Who that is, I'm not too sure, but I can see him going out now because of this windfall from the Alvarez deal.
Do you think that this deal is going to be City keeping that cash in the back pocket for the time being, or do you see him actually going out and replacing him this summer?
I don't know what the academy's like, whether they can bring someone through, but to just
Well,
have literally Haaland up front, I don't know. Was there other replacements?
they aren't really. A name that sprung to mind for me that kind of came out of the academy last season was Oscar Bob, wasn't it? But he's not really a striker type player. He's more of a coming in off the off. Well, from what I saw of him, thinking to that Newcastle game when he got the winner, he's like
Yeah,
an attacking winger, isn't he?
he's a bit like a Foden's position for me. Anywhere along that semicircle behind number 9, play out wide, can play number 10, can play out other side. But he's been linked to a number of teams anyway as Oscar Bob. So
Well, that's what
would they,
that's
would
what
they
I
go back
thought.
to the origin? Would they go back to playing the false nines like they did before Haaland?
Mate, you literally just took the thoughts out of my mind. I was just going to say to you then, do you think that Pep's kind of going full circle again? And obviously, he had a season without a striker, won the league. Everyone said that can't do it. You need a striker. You need a striker. He did it. Then he obviously went full circle, brought probably the best striker in the world in, and now do you think potentially he's going? Do you know what? I'm just going to flip it on its head again and just keep everyone guessing. And obviously, yeah, Haaland's going to start most games, but when he doesn't, we'll just play a false nine. And you've got your likes of Foden, De Bruyne, Oscar Bob.
Savio that they've just signed, he can play down middle.
Yeah,
They've got plenty of options on there, and never mind, I don't even know what's going on in their academy. There might be someone that can bring through into first team squad as well. But I think City have done well out of this one.
yeah, I definitely think, although it's a good signing for Madrid, I definitely think that City will be the ones happier with the deal. Although they are losing a really good player, to be fair, but they're getting an extremely decent wedge of cash for it. And like you
Mm.
say, that potentially around 70 million is going straight to their bottom line, which is going to help them out no ends with the PSR stuff.
Yeah, just be interesting. See if they're linked with anyone now in his last few weeks at window.
Oh, City.
Yeah, to replace him, whether they will or not.
Yeah, it's been a strange one this window, hasn't it? It's the thing.
In Dyer.
Apart from Man U, really, a lot of teams have been pretty slow doing business. Do you think it's because of the Euros?
I heard something today that there's potential of a football recession where nobody's really got actually any money, hence why nobody's spending. and that actually there's only been 40, I think it was something like 46 teams. Oh, sorry, 46 sales across the European leagues where somebody's been bought for 20 million or more.
Really?
That is, I mean, I know that money's still ridiculous, but in this climate, you'd expect a lot more sales at higher than 20 million.
Yeah, I was going to say like 20 million these days. You think that's probably like your average kind of
Squad
Premier
filler.
League player, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
20 million quid.
it's not a lot, is it? There's no superstars there.
No, when you think like what City bought, I don't know, trying to think like years and years, going back a fair few years now, like Kyle Walker for 50 million.
Exactly, yeah.
And like you said, you're thinking well, just under half of that money, 20 million. It's not a lot at all. Be interesting
Yeah,
to
there's not.
see.
We do need some more signings kicking in because it's been everyone looks forward to this window. Everyone hates the January window and looks forward to this one. But when nothing happens in it, you're like, freaking hell. But this is like the buzzing stage of football, like building up, like who's going where, what's happening. But there's just
Yeah,
nothing. There's not
I
even
think
any like concrete speculation anywhere.
I
It's
think
crap.
I think the Euros had something to do with it. But I must admit though, like you just mentioned that I think the January window's dying on its arse now a little bit.
Yeah.
You often you get your odd big move, like we got Endo Fernandez, didn't we, a couple of years ago for 105 million or whatever it was, but they're few and far between those deals now. Those windows of not really what they used to be. We used to get that buzz, didn't you, that the day
Yeah. The
transfer
panic buys
deadline
out there
day
now.
with Jim White.
Yeah, you did, yeah. And it's not there now.
No,
Not there. Not
it's on.
exciting anymore. Oh, this window's certainly not been exciting anyway.
No, it's on there. Well, I'm interested to see how Atletico play this season because was the Simeone is renowned for his dark arts, his sitting back, his clean sheets, digging out 1-0s and stuff like that. And it's almost, he's made a couple of quite exciting signings on quiet, really. So it'd be interesting to see if he switches up his style of play.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It'd be interesting. I wish La Liga were played in this country again because even though there's not a
On
great deal
TV,
of
you
teams in
mean?
it. Yeah, I mean, but 'cause we don't see out of really a Madrid or Barca or Atletico, Villarreal, these other big teams, unless you're in Champions League. It's a shame, really.
And especially you think that they're probably the next best league below the Premier League, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, I used to like watching La Liga, to be fair, but nice one, pal. Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know your thoughts. Did Man City come out on top in this deal? Did Atletico get the better end of it? Let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Catch you later.